Today we have first impressions to do, and we're going to do a quick side-by-side comparison. This is either going to be a buy or bust. We are looking at Afro leather from Maison Alhambra, which is meant to be inspired by African leather by Memo Paris. Is it any good? Stay tuned. What is good, YouTube? Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. My name is Mikey Cologne. Thank you very much for tuning in. That is right, I have Afro leather from Maison Alhambra, still sealed, and I have a little bit left of a sample that I ordered a little while back. I don't know if the camera's gonna be able to zoom in on that, but there's still a little bit of juice in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the Afro leather, spray that on, test strip and on skin. And I'm going to do the same with African leather from Memo Paris. Memo Paris are more on the expensive side. They are a niche house and they have loads of fragrances, quite a few leather fragrances. And African leather is one of their more popular fragrances, more that people know about, but it's a great house. We're going to dive straight into this. I'm literally going to rip it open and spray it and see what it's all about. Obviously, if you've tried this, drop a comment down below. I paid £15 for this fragrance, and it is an 80ml, and it is at the parfum concentration. God damn, wrapping. I'm being lazy, I ain't even ripped it all off. Look. That was an anger rip. Oh, hang on. Oh, the bottle actually looks really nice, look. That is weighty as well. That is well heavy. That is a solid piece of glass. And there is your box. But some boxes we don't care about. Decent looking boxes I care about. Normal boxes, nah, not so much. Right, that is a weighty metal cap as well, and that is a plastic insert in. Let me just show you the bottle again. Right, let's spray it. Let's prime the atomizer. £15, is it any good? Nice, very nice. Right. 2 test strips. This is going, I put a blue marker on one of them, so the blue marker is going to be Afro leather. So we're going to do a couple of sprays, and I'm going to do, look, one on skin. It's not a bad atomizer as well. God, it felt, I was about to say it feels very similar. It smells very similar. And I haven't smelled African leather in a while, but straight away, you are getting African leather. Spicy, a little bit sweet, a little bit woodsy. God, this has got a little bit of a pungent, there is not animalic, there's a little bit of something that's a little bit pungent way in the back, like, which is really seems to be oomph in this fragrance. A little bit thick. Right, when it comes to the sweetness here, this is not an overly sweet fragrance, but it has a little bit of sweetness to it, and to me that sweetness always kind of leveled out the leather that you get in African leather, in my own personal opinion. That is nice. That is really nice. I'll tell you what, it has a little bit of a classy edge to it. Right, so that's Afro leather, left knee. Now we're going to go with African leather from Memo Paris. Going to do right hand. One spray and a couple on the test strip. Right, there is a difference. There is a difference. Right. To me, African leather from Memo Paris, I get a little bit of an earthy quality when it first opens up, very lightly, but it also is richer, denser, thicker. And that pungent, I think this has oud in it. I might be mistaken, but I swear this has oud in it. And in here, I nearly got it straight away, but it's way in the back. With the OG, I'm going to call it, it's a lot more present, like it is dense, but not pungent, not animalic. It's dense, a little bit pungent, but not animalic. It's not barnyardy. It's just got a bit smoky, woodsy, a little bit leathery. Plus, this has a leather accord in it, and I think the oud helps out on the leathery side of things. Afro leather is coming off more fresher, or a fresher take on African leather. Yeah, as well on the test strips, they are definitely differences. Right, scent profile, yeah, it's there, but it's not a one-to-one. Like, I wouldn't turn around and say that Afro leather is completely identical to African leather, because to my nose, it isn't. There's definitely similarities, yes, but obviously with African leather, you can tell that the quality's a lot better. And I'm not saying this is bad quality. Remember, this is £15. This is not bad quality. Like, when I first sprayed this on, there was no alcohol blast, or do you know, that rubbing alcohol. There was none of that. There was no harshness. There was no bitterness to it. So it's smooth, but you can tell that the OG is definitely a lot richer, of greater quality. And it's got more oomph to it. Like, it's got this richness to it. See, now on my skin, Afro leather is sort of gone a bit fresh spicy. Woodsy still. Right, let's look up the notes. It's nice. Am I sitting here thinking, oh man, I've wasted my money? No, I'm not. It was £15, and the scent profile, it's nice. I'm not wowed by it. I definitely prefer the OG African leather. 110%. If you smell these side by side, you will notice the differences. And I don't know what batch this sample is, so I can't tell you if it's an older batch and the new ones are weaker. I really don't know. Right. This says Fro Leather 80ml Alhambra spray. Perfume for women and men. Patchouli, oud, musk, saffron fragrance. Men and women perfume Afro Leather EDP. Is a wonderfully warm, woody, oriental fragrance with a delightful scent. One of the best women's and men's fragrances from Alhambra. No, it's not. Not in my opinion anyway. This fragrance reveals warm, spicy notes of cardamom and saffron over a floral hint of geranium that blends with leather accord to give it life to an exceptional suede leather. The leather in Afro leather is very light. It's definitely more pronounced, more present in the OG, whereas it's there. But to me, I'm getting more of an oud. That's what I'm picking up. Like the oud to me, and the oud is not overbearing here, but the oud to me is overshadowing that leather. Whereas in the OG, they're kind of neck and neck. Like, you're getting a bit of oud, you're getting a bit of leather. I'm getting patchouli. I'm definitely getting earthy qualities from this. Woodsy, spicy. To me, this is more of a masculine fragrance. It really is. I know it says on the web, do you know what? You can wear what you want when you want. It doesn't matter. But if you're asking me if I'd put this in a category where it's unisex, feminine or masculine, I would definitely say it's unisex, definitely leaning masculine. It's got a bit more of a classy edge to it. Like, it's a fragrance that you would probably wear if you're a little bit dressed up. You go into a dinner, you go into a gathering, you go into a party where you're dressing smart, maybe to a wedding. But for £15, I am not gutted. It actually smells nice, but to me, it's not a one-to-one with African Leather from Memo Paris. Like, it is a great fragrance. Yeah, it's nice. Scent profile was there. It does remind me of African Leather, but like I say, it's definitely not. Like, some clones, you smell them and you think, that is 98% similar. That is well close. I don't think this is well close or 98% similar. I don't even know what percentage I'll put. 65, 70 maybe. There is quite a few differences, but like I say, as soon as I smelt it, I thought, yeah, that actually smells like African Leather. But it's drying down to be fresh, spicy and woodsy, whereas African Leather is, like I say, it's rich, it's a little bit dark, it's more sweeter. But the scent profile was there. Right, anyway, that is my first impressions on Afro Leather and a quick side-by-side comparison. I will do an update review on this fragrance at some point, and I'll try and go into a bit more depth when I've worn this to see what other similarities there is, what differences there are. I've probably missed a couple, but it's first impressions. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know if you've tried this. Do you own African Leather? What do you think of it? Remember, smelling good's always a pleasure and never a chore. I appreciate everybody's support, and I will see everybody, and I mean everybody, on the next one. Cheers.